Right, so when you're ready, we're going to come down onto the floor. We're going to find a nice relaxed position to begin with. As you roll down, you just want your feet to be hip distance apart and then roll down through your spine and just let yourself relax. Let your arms fall away from your body. Let them feel nice and heavy and sink into the ground. Gently draw the shoulders down again into the back of your ribs. Nudge your chin in so you've got length in your neck and you're in a nice position to begin from. Now when you're ready here, we're going to bring our hands just onto our shoulders. You're going to squeeze your elbows in and keep the shoulders pressed down into the floor. When you're ready, we're going to simply breathe in, open the elbows and lift your ribs. And then you're going to breathe out and just squeeze the elbows together. So again, we're just encouraging a little bit more mobility through the upper back area. And bringing in our core awareness. So as you squeeze your elbows together, you want that sensation that you're also drawing your tummy button back down towards the mat. And let's do one more there. Really lift up the ribs. And then exhale and squeeze into the centre. Just start to circle the elbows when you're ready. So we're just looking at bringing a little bit of mobility around the shoulder joints. Make the circles as big as you feel comfortable. And we're going to do 2 more circles in this direction, because I know your shoulders are nice and warm. And then we're going to change directions. Let the hands just relax onto the shoulders. Keeping a little bit of core awareness, so your ribs now stay nice and still. And your last one here. Arms reach up. You're going to pull the shoulders again down to the floor. And you're going to play with this a little. You're just going to reach one arm up and then press it down. And you're just starting to get behind the shoulder blade. You feel your shoulder completely lifts off the floor and you press it back down into the ground. One more, and then we're going to take the arms into circles, keeping your core connected. Let the arms reach back, soft elbows, and then reach the ankles and lift. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lift. Start to create a little bit of resistance as you bend your elbows. Feel your elbows pulling in towards your ribs. Your shoulder blades pulling down into the back of the ribs. Just having 2 more circles here. And then we'll get some movement in the neck. And then we'll focus on the hips. So the next time your arms come above your shoulders, they want to just simply rest here. You're going to open out the arms, press the back of the hands, the arms down to the floor, and just simply turn your head now from side to side. So we start to bring that little bit of rotation through the neck. Keeping the chin nodded in. Flexing low, and then stop in the middle. Now from here you can allow the knees to roll from side to side. Alexa just does a little dog back outside. Or it might be a big dog. If it were a big dog, she probably wouldn't back. So again, you're just rolling onto the edge of your feet. Now from here, you can keep the feet on the floor if you've got a bad back, or you can bring your knees above your hips and let your knees just gently roll from side to side. You can bring your knees in higher, so you're taking your knees up towards the opposite shoulder, but keeping both shoulders pressed into the floor. So again, that lovely rotation all the way through the spine. Lots of movement through the hips. And then 1 more each way. And we rest in centre. The knees just stay above the belly. Gently draw your belly down. Use your tummy muscles to anchor your lower back to the floor. And just gently push the feet away now. So your job here is to keep the lower back in contact with the mat. Breathe out as you push your toes away. And then breathe in as you bring your knees back in towards your hips. Just a couple more, just feeling the core muscles starting to switch on. And on your next one, you're going to hold here. You're going to bring your right foot down, lie on the floor, and then your left knee, you just start to rotate away from your body and then across your body. So again, your shoulders are your anchor, your ribs are staying nice and still. You're just starting to get into the lower back at the same time as the knee comes all the way across. And we're going to have a couple more swings here. And then next time your leg goes across your body, you're going to hold it there. You can bring the hand onto the knee, Breathe in, and then use the out breath to gently let the knees sink. As you breathe in again, take your breath right into your lower back here. When you breathe out again, try and just soften and relax your lower back a little bit more. And let's bring it back into the centre. So take your left leg out, bring your right knee up, press the shoulders, and just start with that little bit of rotation. So you feel that opening coming through the hips, starting to open up through the inner thigh. As your leg comes across your body, feel a little stretch through the outer thigh, but strong and stable through your shoulders and the back of your ribs. Okay, let's have one more here, and hold it at the front. Let the knee become heavy. Breathe in when you're ready. Breathe out, you can use your hand and encourage the knee towards the floor, but not forcing the knee down. Just feeling it helps to lengthen into the lower back, around the hip and the outer thigh. We come back into the centre and we pick up both knees this time. We're just going into some frog's legs. Again, just looking to mobilise the hips, drawing the knees into the chest and then pushing the feet away. You can start to now move into your back. Let your bottom lift a little. This is going to help with some of the next movements that we have, just getting that lower back starting to lift. One more circle and hold the knees here. Bring your knees a little wider, hands just below your knees, and then gently draw your knees towards your chest. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, so you can squeeze knees down a little bit more just to release the lower back. From here, knees come in together, hands come under your thighs, and we come into our rolls. Your chin tucks in, cross the legs as you come forward, let the head come forward, and then roll back, and cross the legs, and let the head come forward. So again, just warming through the lower back, getting a little bit of flexion to our upper back, and staying really controlled all the way through. Using lots of breath, and give me 2 more rolls. And then when you finish your last roll, you're going to stay forward and turn around so you can see. We're going to take our legs out in front. You're going to press your toes to the floor and you're going to bring your arms just here in line with your shoulders. Now from here, we're going to start with our little roll. Your tailbone tucks under. You're going to draw your belly button through to the spine, keeping the eye gaze forward, and then roll forward. Little breath in, shoulders relaxed, chins tucked in, and then breathe out to come and rise. So again, we're just feeling a little stretch into the lower back, and we can create extension by lifting the arms at the top. Now when you roll back, feel like your belly button draws in towards your spine, and you're almost trying to push the lower back down with your tummy muscles. Now from here, we're going to lift the arms up, take your legs out straight. We're going to come forwards, we're going to open the arms and come forward again. The elbows bend as you pull them back, your chin gently tucking in, and you're just gently pressing your toes away. We're going to do 1 more circle, and you're going to hold the arms forward. Keep the chest up, lift your toes. Now we're going to start to swim. You're going to reach 1 arm forward, then the other arm. Just pushing your fingers towards your toes. And again, from here, give me 1 more on each side. And you're going to take hold of your left foot. From here, you're going to bring the knee across and then down, across and down. We can start to work into the hamstrings by letting the leg reach across and press the knee down to the floor. So we're just getting movement and mobility through our hips. Now we're going to try and hold the hamstring stretch. You're going to push the leg out. You can use the hand on the floor here, lift the chest up, and just start to ease the leg in a little if you can. Hold it when you find that nice deep point of stretch. Keep your toes here facing up to the ceiling. Breathe in, lift your chest a little higher. As you breathe out, you're going to bend your knee, foot flat on the floor. Your right arm wraps around your knee, and you're just going to pull your left shoulder back and to the front. So you want to feel the shoulder pulling back in towards the ribs. Gently hugging the knee in towards your shoulder. And on your next one, you're going to hold. You're going to try and turn the head a little further. And then again, lengthen all the way to the top of the head. And when you're ready, coming back to the middle. You're going to bring your left foot to your inner thigh. You're going to try and encourage the knee down as much as you can. With a big breath in, lift the arms. And as you breathe out, you're going to tip forward and then you're going to glide. So breathing in, tip forward and glide towards your toes. So from the side it looks like this. Nice big lift, tip forward and push. Breathe in, come forward, and then just a little glide of your fingertips. Give me 2 more here. And in your next one, you're going to stay forward. Your right hand is going to come to the inside of your foot, and then your left arm is just going to sweep back and then down towards the right hand. Drawing the shoulder back, letting your head turn. Feel that rotation coming through your spine. And this time you're going to hold it at the back. Now you're going to reach the arm up and you're going to reach up through your fingertips. You're going to pull up through your elbow and your shoulder, and then you're going to try and bring the hand in towards the back of the head. Gently pushing the elbow back to feel that nice deep stretch. And then come back into the centre and bring both legs out straight. And start to come back into those circles. So you might feel now you're a little bit looser. You're maybe coming a little further forward. But when you pull back, you're drawing your belly back up towards the spine. We're going to swim. So hold in here and then come to your swim. One arm forward, one arm back. Driving with the fingers, reaching towards the toes. Give me a couple more. And then we're going to bring it into our right leg. So this time, taking hold of your right foot, bend the knee. You're going to bring the leg across and then press the knee down. Across, press the knee down. You can start to straighten the leg. And just allow your body to rock a little with this movement. Pressing down, reaching. Now you're going to hold it here. Straighten the leg as much as you can. Try and lift the chest. And just start to ease the leg up. Again, if you've got a band, you can use your band if you find that a little bit easier. We're going to do a couple more here. Bring that stretch right down the back of the thigh, right into the hip. And then you're going to bend your knee. Place it here. Wrap the left arm around, turn your chest to the side, lift your ribs up. And then we just rock to the back. And every time you turn, you're going to pull your right shoulder back. Couple more. Let the head turn. And on your last one, we're going to stay at the front here. We're going to bring the foot back into your thigh. Anchor through your sit bones. And then again, reaching forward and reaching back. Reaching forward and back. As you reach back, you can lift the arms up, glide, and lift. 2 more. And then on your last one, we're going to hold your left foot to the inside and you're going to pull your right hand back. Just a little turn of the head, then the eye gaze, follow the hand. And again, you're going to feel your shoulder opening right across your chest. And you're going to hold here. You're going to reach the arm up now, try and touch the ceiling. Pull up with the elbow, pull up with your shoulder. Then gently bring the hand across. Try and pull your elbow back, right out of your eyesight. And then come back into the middle. You're going to bend your knees. We're going to come to pixie rolls. So we're going to roll back, cross the feet, and come forwards. And then changing your feet each time you come forward. We're going to come back into that forward flexion, so you can let the weight of your head gently ease your body forward. And we're going to stay forward this time, and you're just going to bob forward and back. So we start to feel a little bit looser through the lower back. Keeping our chin tucked in. And you're going to give me one more here. And then we're going to stay here. We're going to breathe in and lift the arms up. Your right hand comes to the floor. Keep this hand glued to the ground. And just start to C-shape your spine. Now to come deeper into the C-shape, you can bend your elbow. Feel your ribs pulling away from your hips. Let your ear come towards your shoulder. And give me one more. You're going to hold it here now. You're going to bring your hands to the floor. Press your fingers into the floor to draw a circle. Reach as far as you can and push off this hand and pull back. So you're pushing your fingertips forward and then pushing off this hand and back. So you might feel you get a little bit tight when you come to here. So you can use the hand on the floor to bring that arm back. One more. And hold here. Lift both arms up. Change your legs. Bring your left hand down. When you're ready, coming back into that side bend. Try and keep your sit bones anchored to the floor. Keep the left hand super glued to the ground. Bend your elbows, get a little bit deeper. And one more time. We're going to come back into those circles. So this hand here comes out to the side. You're going to reach forward, reach as far as you can, then push up off this hand. And again, you might feel a little tight here. Open. Breathe in. Breathe out with a lift. And give me one more circle. And stay here. Bring the hands down. Bring your left leg forward and your right leg out to the diagonal. Anchor your sit bones and lift your chest. And we're just going to start to move again with the spine. Just drawing the arms back. Keep the ribs lifted. And try and get your toes pointing towards the ceiling. Feel that you open your chest as you draw the arms back. Big breath in and your out breath. You're going to stay forward this time. Your right hand comes down to the floor. You're going to lift your chest. Then, sorry, your left hand to the floor. Your right hand comes behind. Now push the fingertips into the ground and lift your left arm. You're going to push forward and slide up. Push forward and then reach up. You're keeping your right hand anchored to the floor, pressing down into your fingertips and just feeling that gently, or maybe not so gently, come into your inner thighs. Once more, and we're going to hold the arm forward. You're going to reach your back arm now right in line with your fingertips. Bring the hands down. Breathe in, lift your ribcage. Breathe out and ease a little deeper. Not forcing it, but just feeling that deeper stretch. Again, you can just have a little bob to encourage that movement, if it feels safe. Now try and press your knees gently down towards the ground. Now from here, just let the chin tuck in, draw the belly to the back and walk your hands in. From here, bend your knees. Keep the feet nice and wide. Hands come behind the hips and we're going to roll. And as we roll, we're going to use the arms to encourage a little bit more turn. Lift the chest up here and let that hand just sweep all the way around. So again, really good for the hips. Bring in lots of rotation to our spine. And we're going to stay here on our left. One hand on your foot. You're going to bring your nose down towards your knee. You're going to circle to your ankle and lift. Again, nose towards your knee, circle around and lift. 2 more circles. And then your last one here, you're going to hold your knee above your ankle. You're going to reach your left arm out. You're going to try and push the arm forward and you're going to try and press your left knee into the floor. Breathing in while you're here and then breathing out to go a little bit deeper. Gentle rise when you're ready. So you're going to roll back up in through your spine and you're going to take your right leg out straight this time. Bring your foot to your thigh. You're going to, if this knee's sticking up high, what I want you to do is just gently press the knee down. Don't worry if this buttock lifts. And once you're here, then try and ease the buttock down. So it's just stretching but from a slightly different angle. You can just gently use the weight of the hand to get the hip to loosen a little. You're going to pull your toes back. And again, from here, hands come forward. They lift. You lengthen all up the spine. Both hands are going to come to the outside of your ankle this time. So you're going to use the left hand, press it against the ankle, and pull the right arm back. So again, great for the spine, great for all you tennis players and golf players. Anything which creates and uses rotation through the spine. Let that rotation come into your neck, turn your head. Let your eye gaze follow your thumb. Use the left hand, press it gently against your ankle to go a little bit further. Let's hold it at the back this time, open the shoulder, lift the chest, and see if you can just twist a little bit further. And let's see how loose we've become. Bring your legs together. Lift the arms up, come forward and back. So you should feel now that you're a lot looser, and maybe you're reaching past your toes this time. When you're coming back, you're rolling through the spine. On your next one, you're going to stay forward and you're going to gently hold on to the toes if you can. So if you're reaching this time, drawing the toes back, keep your right leg where it is. Take your left foot out to the side. Press the knees towards the floor the best you can, and let's start to roll. Keep the chest high. Feel like you're hinging forward from your hips, and you're keeping your sit bones pressed into the floor. Left arm is going to stay forward this time. You're going to press your left hand to the floor, your right hand comes behind. You're going to again push up and lift with the chest. I've got that the wrong way around, swap hands, sorry. Nearly did the same side. And you're going to push your right arm forward and back in. Breathe out, reach. Now let the arms start to lift just a little. Keep the heart lifted and use the out breath to increase that reach. You're going to hold the arm forward. You're going to bring your left arm around now, trying to line up your fingertips. Push the heart forward. Breathe in and then breathe out. Bring your hands down, bend your knees, and then let's come back. That little bit of rotation. So again, you use the arms. Try and encourage the knees to the floor. And again, that's just such a nice feeling for your entire body. And we're going to come over to our right, and we're going to stay on our right. Your knees press down. From here, hands towards the ankle. You're going to bring your knee towards your nose, and then you're going to roll round and lift. If you want more of a stretch, bring this leg further forward. Knee comes down, roll and lift. Breathe in and then breathe out. Give me one more. You're going to hold your nose above your ankle. You're going to reach your right arm forward, and you can try and slide the fingers forward. Let the shoulders drop. Breathe in a lot. Breathe out, soften down. When you're ready, you're going to roll back up into a seated position, and you're going to bring your left leg forward in your own time. Tuck this right foot in, and again you can try and press the knee down, then anchor the hips. Both arms lift, they come to the outside of your left foot, and then with your in-breath, drawing the arm back. Back and up, as if you're reaching to the top corner of your room. Now that comes right across the chest. Feel the rotation into the spine, and give me a couple more. We're going to come back to some core work next, and it's quite challenging, but I'll give you a few options. Rest here. Come back into centre. Both legs are out straight. So with your legs out straight here, you're going to tuck under your tailbone. You're going to bring the arms forward, and you're going to gently roll back. Now you're going to take a hold of your right leg, and you're going to gently lift the leg. Once you've lifted your leg, then lift your chest and allow it to release. Again, round the back, lift your leg, and then lift your chest. Ease it down a little. So you can draw it up a little bit further, and again, you're lifting your chest up here. Now you're going to stay here and just gently encourage the leg in. Again, if you're working down here, that's fine. Just let the hands sit at the back of your thigh. Just gently drawing the leg up And you're trying to bring your sit bones right up above your shoulders, right above your hips. Give me 2 more. And 1. Bring the leg down. Now look at your toes. You're going to point them away. You're going to bring the arms forward. You're going to tuck your bottom under. You're going to pull your belly back to your spine and lean back again. You're going to start to add a leg lift. So again, just squeezing your leg up. Drawing the tummy in, nice strong through your core. And then you're going to help the leg. And you're going to hold it at the top and bring your chest forward. Ease back and lower your leg down. And then lift the leg and lift up through your chest. Lift and pull. And once more. Slide the leg in, hold here. And just see if you can gently encourage the leg back. Bring your chest forward. Give me a couple more here. And then we're going to come back to our first leg. So you're going to bring this leg down. Bring the shoulders back above the hips. Drop the shoulders down. And come back into your partial roll back. So you've got your tailbone scooped under and belly button pulled back. Arms are forward. This time you're going to lift your knee. Bend your knee. Extend, bend and push forward. So it's like our can in a seated position. Left leg nice and strong. Keep drawing the belly button through towards the back. And again, if you're just coming to here, that's fine. Just keep getting that bend and that extension. Okay, you're going to hold your knee next time above your hip. You're going to hold here. Keep your right leg still. Open your left arm and then come back. If you need less, you can just rest your right foot down. You're just letting the head turn. You're keeping your right arm and your right leg perfectly still. Drawing the tummy right in towards the spine and opening through the chest and the shoulder. 2 more here. And your last one. Bring your leg down. Relax. Bring the arms forward. Drop the shoulders down. And let's come into our roll back again. Rolling back and then rolling forwards. Feel the belly buttons pressing the spine down towards the floor. And your next one we're going to hold. We're going to come back to our right leg. So we're lifting, left leg. Lifting and lowering. Drawing the tummy in nice and tight. We add in that knee bend. So you're going to lift, extend, bend and push forward. And again, keeping your tummy nice and tight. Relax the shoulders all the way through. Just a couple more. And then we're going to add in that rotation. So from here, we keep the knee bent, trying to keep your shin parallel, left arm still. And as you breathe in, you're going to open your right arm and come back to centre. So you're going to keep a really strong connection now through your core. If you need less, let that left foot rest down. Just working with the right arm, coming out to the side and into the centre. And letting your eye gaze turn. Nice and strong through your tummy. And give me 1 more. Here's a challenge. Both arms now open. And see if you can cycle your legs. Don't worry if you can't. So you might want to slide one leg along the floor and back. Then the other leg and back. Or stay on the side for 4. 3, 2. Now roll. Cross your legs. Come forward and go to your pixie roll. Cross the legs again. And your legs just alternate as you come forward and backwards. Tuck in the chin. Let the weight of the head just slowly bring you forward. And give me 1 more. And this time you're going to stay at the back. You're going to bring your feet down. You're going to bring your feet quite close and press your toes to the floor. Arms are going to come above your shoulders, but your shoulders are pressing down into the ground. We do 3 circles. We're going to reach the arms back, don't let the ribs flare, bend the elbows, and reach up again. So you're keeping your core connection, not allowing the ribs to flare, and trying to keep your back down to the ground. Now from here, your hands stay by your ankles. You're going to pull the ribs to hips, and come up, and then roll back down. Arms reach overhead without the ribs flaring. Take 3 circles and really start to feel the shoulders moving into the back of your rib cage. On your third, hands stay by your thighs. You're going to push towards the ankles, roll up as high as you comfortably can, and maybe create that extension at the top. Tuck under your bottom. Use your tummy muscles to press your lower back to the floor. Circle the arms when you're ready. Okay, you're going to stay here this time, and you're going to bring your feet closer in. You're going to come onto your tiptoes. Your feet are really, really light, so you're not pressing into the toes. And that will help you to get your lower back into the mat and keep it there. Just drop the shoulders down. Now as you breathe in, reach both arms back overhead without allowing your ribs to flare, and then breathe out with your lift. Again, staying on your tiptoes, but not pressing your toes into the floor. And that's going to help to stretch the shoulders, but you're keeping that core stability to keep the rib cage still. Use a big in-breath as you reach back. Use the out-breath. Now you can stay here, obviously, with your feet on the ground, or you might want to bring your knees above your hips. So as your arms come back in, pick up the knees. Breathe in, don't let the spine lift. Tiptoes, and then breathe out to rise. And everything starts to shake. Now again, keep the belly in, keep the back down towards the ground the whole way through. Breathe in to open, and breathe out to close. Let's have a couple more here. Again, you can keep the feet down and just work with the arms. Or again, that extra challenge of lifting the knees, keeping the knees at 90. So your toes come back to the exact same spot from where they lifted. And now you can hug your knees. Bring them in. Now just roll them around. Just release that lower back. Now, here in the centre, we're going to keep our knees stacked. So what we're going to do is come to a side roll. Now you can take the arms out wide. When we roll to our right, we need to keep the knees together. So your left hip lifts off the floor. If you go any further, you'll feel that your knees separate or stagger. So once you've super glued the knees together, press the shoulders down. You're going to breathe in and roll across. Don't let the knees separate, they should be glued together. And then come back into the centre. You're going to go to your right again. Knees just above the hips, breathing in to ease across. Left shoulder press to the floor and back into the middle. Now if you need less at any point, you can just simply bring your feet down to the floor and stay with that little bit of rotation. We're thinking about the stability of the shoulders, a little stretch into the lower back, into the waist, but your main focus is those knees staying together. Let's have 2 more on this side. Don't let the knees slip apart. And one last time. Now we're going to go just to the other side. So you keep the shoulders set, stack the knees again, and then breathe in as you ease across to your left and back into the centre. So not only are you creating a stretch through your lower back and your waist, you're creating a little bit of strength there too as well. Especially when you draw those knees back into the middle. Soft breath in as you lower, don't go too far, make sure the knees are stacked, and then breathe out to pull back in. Let's try 2 more on this side. Remember, you can bring your feet down if you need that a little bit less. And 1 to finish. And then rest. Hug into your knees, tuck in your chin, and roll up when you're ready. Let's take a changing position into box position. So as we turn over, we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and we enjoy a nice big cat stretch. So you're going to draw the belly up, tuck in the chin, eyes to your thighs, and just let your tummy lower to the floor. Again, chin in first, so you get that movement through the neck, then let it roll through your spine, and then let your chest come forward and lift. Now we're going to stay in a neutral position, and I'm just going to give the hips a little rock from side to side, like you're wagging your tail. As you're wagging your tail, you're trying not to let your ribs move. You're trying to keep your weight even in both hands. You can start to have a little turn with the head. Then we're going to add in a little bit of rotation next. So we're going to stay in the middle this time. You're just going to reach arm under and then gently pull back. So I've got all that lovely movement all the way through the spine. Give me 4 more on this side. Press the hand into the floor and really lift up and open through your chest. Once more. Hand comes down, change sides. So it's a little turn through the chest. Try and keep the weight even in both knees so your pelvis stays still. Let the rotation come into the neck. Let the eye gaze follow the hands. Don't fling. Keep it nice and controlled. And one more. And then rest your hands down. Tuck under your toes. Draw the belly up to the back. And then try and press your hips back to your heels. Keeping that little cat stretch. So you're trying to create a stretch with the soles of your feet at the same time. If your feet don't like this, just simply come onto the tops of your toes. But keep rounding right through the spine. Come forward again when you're ready. Toes are tucked, hips lift, strengthen through the legs and the arms, and just walk out your legs. Gently pushing your knees forward towards your chest. Keep pressing to both hands so your shoulders are nice and strong. And a couple more. And then bend both knees and take a big step forward. Allow the head to hang. Allow the belly to scoop up first. And then a restack of your spine. And as you roll through your spine, you're just bringing each vertebrae up, one then the next, all the way to the crown of your head. And as we roll to the top, the shoulders come down, we keep the hips still, and we just come back to a little bit of rotation to finish. Let the arms just sweep and wrap around your body. Keep the weight into the heels so the hips don't turn. Let the arms just relax and just fling them around. And one more each way. And then resting into the centre. Roll through the shoulders. Gently open back up through the chest. And one more. And then lift your hands. And give yourself a clap, everybody. Well worked.